Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are diving deep into the Node.js path module. So now we have a pretty good understanding about the Unix file structure and about the different types of directory separators and dot and slash, what does it mean, and all those things we have learned in our previous video. So now let's move on to our Node.js documentation. So I'll be opening the Node.js documentation, and in the documentation you will be able to go into our path module. Okay, so let's try to understand this path module. It's a built-in Node.js module that makes working with the file path super easy. So let's go to our path. Here is the path. Yeah, here. This is the path module. So which will make that makes the working with the file path super easy. It helps you join the paths, find directory names, get file extensions, and more. Since we are focusing on the Unix-based system, also known as POSIX compatible. So here you will be able to see Windows versus POSIX. So here the POSIX based system means these are all Unix based system, and Windows is different. So now we will be using the forward slash for the Unix based systems, and this module is perfect for navigating the Unix file system, which is like a big tree starting with the root directory. Let's try to see how it works. Before we dive in Unix, so here is a quick note I want to tell you. So the Unix path uses the forward slash while Windows uses the backward slash. To keep things simple, we are sticking to the Unix paths today to avoid the confusion. If you are curious about the Windows, you can check the Node.js docs and experiment in Windows machine. The concepts are similar, but we will focus on the Unix for now. So fine. So to use the path module, we don't need to install anything. It is built into Node.js. Just add this line to your script. That is nothing but constant path is equal to require node path. That's it. I highly recommend opening Node.js REPL to follow along and try these examples yourself. It is the best way to get comfortable with this module. Let's go through each function and with a clear example to show what it does. First of all, let's try to see here. The node path module provides utilities for working with file and directory path. So here the default operation node path module varies based on the operating system on which a Node.js application is running. Specifically, when running on Windows operating system, the node path module will assume that Windows style paths are being used. So the first one is the path.basename. So here you'll be able to see the path.basename and all those things, right? So let's try to see the path.basename. So what does this path.basename will do? So let's go to our terminal also. So here this is our terminal. Okay, and first one is the path. So I will be going into the node here. So this is our node REPL, and here let's try to close this one, and here is our thing. So let's try to minimize this one also so that we can see it clearly. Yeah. So first one is the path.basename. So first of all is the path.basename. The function returns the last part of a path. Okay, the function returns the last portion of a path, which we call the entry. It could be a file or a directory. So let's say, for example, let's say that let's go to our terminal. Okay, here this is our terminal, and in this one, so let's say that we will be having path dot basename. Okay, basename of, let's say that /home/user. So I have given /home/user. So if I have given /home/user means if I press enter, so it will give you the last path. So if I try to have something like what I can say is here index.html, something like this. So then it will give you the index.html file. So that is the thing. So you can also use the something like path.posix.basename. So you can also use the, so like this, you can also use the path.posix.basename. So this one to ensure Unix compatibility. So if you want to get the Unix compatibility means, then you can use this one. So like this /home/users. So then it will give you the thing. So that is the thing. So now you can try it in your Node.js also. So it's super straightforward. So the next one which you will be able to learn it is the this path.basename we have able to understood. Another one is the path.delimiter. So this provides the platform specific path delimiter, semicolon for the Windows, colon for the POSIX. So here the path.delimiter, what it will try to do. So this gives you the delimiter used in the path environment variable. So in our previous video, we have learned about the path thing. So the path environment variable in the Unix or the Mac OS, it will be separated with a colon, which lists the directories where your system looks for the executable files. So the path means nothing but the shell program will try to check it. On Unix, this delimiter is represented by a colon. So if you try to check it here, the path.delimiter, so path.delimiter, so here it is giving you the colon, whereas in the Windows it will give you the semicolon. So that is the main thing. It splits the path variable into array of directories. So if you want to get it, so you can check it something like, so we know that process dot env dot path. So these are all the path. So if you want to check it means dot split. So you can split it using the here path dot delimiter. You can use it like this. Then these all are divided with the array like this. So you can use it something like this. So fine. So let's go on to the next one. That is nothing but path.dirname. So path.dirname means it will give you the directory name of a particular thing. So now it's returns the directory name of a path similar to the Unix dirname command. Trailing directory separates are ignored. So now here what it will try to do, this gives you the this returns the directory path up to but not including the final entry. For example, if you run something like let's go here, I will be clearing off. Okay. What can I do? Let's clear it off this one, and I will be running the node here again. So now let's say that we want to get the path directory name. So for example, let's say that path.dir name of, and here we'll be having slash home slash user slash doc slash file.txt. So this is the file we are having. So now it will give you the directory of this one, slash home slash user slash docs. So it is perfect for finding the parent directory. So you can try it something like etc slash nginx slash config. So you will be able to get it. So the next one is the extension ext name. So let's try to see here. This was the ext name. So path. So here this gives you the file extension of the last entry of the path. For example, let's say that let's go to here. So path dot extension name of, so here you can use slash home slash user slash photo dot jpg. If you try to give it, so it will give you dot jpg extension. So like this. So if there is no extension means, like for a directory it returns an empty string. So for example, I don't have anything, so it's a directory means it will give you, oh sorry, that is not path dot directory, right? So if I try to give right like this means it will give you an empty string. Okay. So this is really useful for the projects like photo video editing where we need to check the file types. So fine. Next one is the path.format. So this function builds a path from an object containing the path components like dir, base, extension or name. So let's try to check it. So path.format. Let's try to see it here also. So here path.format of path object. If you try to give the path object, I will try to give you the path object. Let's say that path object, and we need to give the path object. So we need to give dir, root, base, name and extension. So it will give you the entire flow of this one. So now here if you want to get it something like, for example, path dot format of, so you need to pass the object. So here the object will be dir. So this one will be slash home slash users, let's say example, and the file name. So here the base. So if you want to have the, so what is that one? So let's say that the name, what is that you are having? The root, base, is all things. So let's say that name, base name means nothing but the name only. So name will be index, and here you can give the extension will be .html. Okay, and here let's try to assume the base also. Base will be, let's say that Leela. So here I can add like this. So this is the name, and here you are having, okay, base name means, so directly we can do. So if you give the base name means, so there is no need to have. So name if you have given means, so it will come it like this. So now if I try to print it here, so you'll be able to get something like this. Okay, it is great for constructing the paths programmatically. So try that path.fm, you will get the, so like this. Okay, so now that is the main thing. So the next one which you will be able to see in our thing is path.isAbsolute. Okay, path.matches, you can do it. Path.isAbsolute. So whether it will tell you that whether it is an absolute path or not. So absolute path means we can able to determine whether, if you are having trailing slash at the forward slash at the starting means, then it is an absolute path. Here you'll be able to see these all are true. So this doesn't have an absolute forward slash at the starting. So that's why it is not a absolute. So here also in Windows also you can able to see. So fine. So that is the thing. So we can also have another one is the one of the most useful function, that is nothing but path.join. It combines the path segments into a single path using the correct separator for Unix. So let's say that I will try to show you the path.join. So here you can use path.join of, so you can give something like slash foo, and here you can use bar. Okay, I can use something like baz or something like this. So it will join you with the correct separator. So if you want to have foo bar jar means, so you can have it something like this, a relative path, this one. So like this. So you can check it with this one, and you'll be having the path.normalize. So this is also one of the important things. So let's say that path.normalize, if you're having it means, so here whatever the things you are having, so let's say that slash test, okay, slash, so you can have double slash like this, and double single single slash like this you are having it means, so it will try to keep exactly single slash or something like that. So this normalize also very much useful. And we are having a path.parse also. So if you try to check this one, let's say that we try to remove this entire thing. Let's say that we are having another one, path.parse. Okay, path.parse of slash home slash user slash index.html means, then it will try to give you the root, the base, the extension, the name, and all those things. It will try to give you the same path object which you are able to get it. So fine. So now we are able to get the path relative, path.resolve. So we also have a path.resolve. So path.resolve means, so it will give you, so for example, let's say that dot exit, and let's clear it off. And here path.resolve of, let's say foo and also the bar. If we give you this one, okay, so it will give you from the root directory, it will try to give you from the current directory, it will try to give you. So next path, this takes the path segments and returns an absolute path starting from the current working directory unless an absolute path is provided. For example, path.resolve 4 means might give you slash your current directory, like that it will try to give you. So here we are having the current directory, so that's why it is able to give you. If we pass an absolute path means, then it will give you that as one. So you can try this one also. So we also have another one is a path.separator. So now if you want to check what is a path.separator means, you can use a path.separator. So you'll be able to get forward slash. In Windows you can able to get the backward slash. So these are all the some of the important things which you are able to learn it. So these are one of the most powerful things. So let's try to practice these all the things. We'll try to see in our upcoming videos also. We will be using these all the path module and all the things. That's it for a Node.js path module. We have covered all the key functions with examples, and now it's your turn to experiment. Open the Node.js REPL, try out the functions like path.basename, path.join, path.parse, and play with the different paths. So the Node.js documentation is your friend, so check out for more details. The module is simple but powerful, and you will also use it in a lot of projects like video editing app, which we'll be trying to do in upcoming videos. If you found this helpful, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe for more coding tutorials. Let me know on the comments which path function you find it more useful for you. So let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.